mentioned a new training facility. What came about? Why did you decide to go ahead and maybe start thinking about something like that?
Yeah, we've been thinking about that. We continue to think about those sorts of big projects all the time. So it's not necessarily something new that we're thinking about. We're always trying to improve our facilities and make sure that we have the right infrastructure in place for our players. So we've been in conversations with Starfire for multiple years. If and when we did a project, what might it look like? How it might be structured? But you know, the way the league is evolving, we certainly need to be competitive and in the top third, quarter, top five of teams in everything we do, and that's something that we aspire to. So we been working on it, and again, you know, nothing's certain, but I think that there's a pretty decent likelihood that that's something coming our direction soon.
Does it feel like there's a significant pressure from? I mean, you even see like the Revs just announced that they have a new training facility that they're getting ready to break ground on, I think. But is that a significant pressure from a competition standpoint?
I don't know if I'd call it a pressure. It's an evolution of our league. It is certainly based on the economics as well. You didn't see teams building $50 million training facilities 15 years ago because it didn't pencil in any way, shape, or form. There was some instability in the league. There was contraction. It just was a different league. And today, as we look to be one of the top leagues in the world over the next 5, 10, 15 years, those decisions are going to be kind of non-negotiables. They're going to be essentials. When we came into MLS, our training facility was one of the best. Now it's not one of the best. So we need to continue to look at that.
Speaking of facilities, you talked about Tacoma getting a stadium built. Are you optimistic you're going to be able to get something done? And how are those talks been with Tacoma and your partners at the Rainiers?
Yeah, well, you saw Maya Mendoza Ekstrom, our secret weapon in Tacoma. Maya's our general counsel, but is from the South Sound and does an amazing job. She's working really hard on our partnership with the city of Tacoma Parks. We're making a lot of progress. Fantastic relationship with the Rainiers. Obviously, they're instrumental in this, and we're pretty confident we're gonna get something done down there.
Do you have any sense of a timeline for?
I mean, Maya's still enthusiastic, optimistic, potentially about 2021, but we'll see. As you know, these types of projects, facilities, multiple partners, constituents are complicated.
And to be clear, that's when you're hoping to be playing games. They're not breaking ground.
Correct.
Right.
So the idea of building a new stadium is not quite soon, but at least to replace the turf, the synthetic turf in CenturyLink. Is there any ideas?
We have a program that sort of a structured program with the Seahawks on when the turf is replaced. I believe it's on an every 4-year cycle. I think this is our second or third year maybe. But we're pretty comfortable with the turf as is. Certainly, we keep a close eye on it and want to make sure it's of top quality and safe for the players.
But to replace it for a natural zone?
Yeah, probably not in the cards, and certainly not something that the Sounders are going to dictate to CenturyLink Field and the Seahawks. We can hope that the Seahawks someday decide they want to play on grass, and maybe there's a knock-on effect to us, but not something we're anticipating soon.